This fight is a do-or-die scenario for Davey Moore. He's 8 months removed from a stoppage loss at the hands of Buster Drayton and a bid for the IBF junior middleweight title. He's been relatively inactive for the past 4 years after being brutalized by Roberto Duran in 1983. There are rumors that he simply lost his motivation for the sport. In the opposite corner is Lupe Aquino, who has made a few appearances on ESPN, but is primarily known for a decision loss against Marlon Starling. He was supposed to face Dwayne Thomas for the WBC junior middleweight crown, but Thomas was injured while training, and in stepped Davey Moore.
Our judges in this bout, Dalby Shirley, Jerry Roth, and Dave Moretti, all from Las Vegas. 24-year-old Lupe Aquino and 27-year-old Davey Moore. Aquino proudly wearing the colors of his country and pretty fancy drawers for the opening bout on this star-studded card at Caesar's Palace.
It's not going to help him if he gets hit on the chin with the right hand, though, Tim.
Might just get a little dusty on the bottom.
Break, step back, step back.
He is a good puncher, Aquino. 21 KOs in his 29 victories. Wins over Dio Colome, Steve Herron. And the only 2 losses early in his career to Rudy Hernandez and later to the estimable Marlon Starling. Oh, a solid left landed by Moore.
Tim, despite the fact that Aquino has a better record, Davey Moore has been in with much better opposition. He's fought some real tough guys.
Back in February of '82, he knocked out Tadashi Mihara to win the WBA junior middleweight crown. In a 6-round knockout. There's a right hand scored by Aquino. He defended that title 3 times before losing to Roberto Duran, and Aquino scoring a right to the ear of Davey Moore. A lot of banging early. Moore's in trouble.
Wobbling.
In the Moore corner, Aquino has him in trouble.
He got nailed again. Another right hand.
Up and down from Aquino, mixing his punches well, and Moore trying to get his legs under him and recover here in the early going. Unable to grab onto Aquino, is able to punch freely, and Moore somehow staying on his feet. Aquino measuring his punches. Still a lot of time in round 1.
Is he winging punches, Tim? Moore is wobbling.
Combination again by Aquino and another left hook. Just caught him on the nose as he fell backwards. Davey Moore fought just last month on the 11th of March, winning a decision. Took this fight on short notice with the injury to Dwayne, but failed to score with it, and Aquino just keeps banging back.
Every punch that Aquino throws is a bomb. Body and head. Look at that body shot.
Another right to the ear, but Moore manages somehow to stay on his feet. There's blood from the nose of Davey Moore, taking quite a beating in round 1. And a couple of punches after the bell. Davey Moore from the Bronx, New York, and the former champion, who has been in title fights 6 times, world championship fights, in trouble early here.
Tim, Moore is going to have to nail Aquino with a good punch to let him gain his respect. Otherwise, Aquino was just walking right through him. He's going to have to nail him.
Break, step back.
Still a little blood from the nose of Davey Moore. Aquino boxing with tremendous confidence, having wobbled Moore in the first round. Aquino is in command thus far.
Good right hand by Davey Moore, Tim.
Sun sinking slowly behind the Caesars Palace Tennis Pavilion behind us. And we'll be under the lights for the main event. Juan Domingo Roldan upcoming against James Kinchin, an important middleweight bout. And then the big one.
All right, Tim, now Aquino has switched to southpaw. Now, why would he do that? He was doing so well the other way. Now he's back again.
Watch your head, Sam. Watch your head, baby.
Moore leaning in and getting a warning from Davey Pearl to watch his head. Under a minute to go, round number 2. Moore coming alive, working to the body.
You can see the talent, Tim. Beautiful combination. Fast hands.
Come on, punch out. Get back.
For that tactic, ultimately, after several warnings and points taken off. This is round 3. Davey Moore, after he won the title, defended 3 times, lost it to Duran, and then had another title opportunity for the IBF crown. Was stopped by Buster Drayton. And a warning from Davey Pearl to Davey Moore, telling him that he'll take a point away if he uses the head once more.
Aquino puts a lot of pressure on you. Oh, good body shots by Aquino. Terrific body shots. Is he a tough guy?
Step up. Don't punch.
Boy, he just plants himself and gets all that leverage into those body blows, but he mixes things up well, doesn't he, Gil? He's certified his credentials.
Well, Tim, if he beats Davey Moore, he'll have a better shot with Dwayne Thomas. This fight is certainly going to help him. He's fighting in front of a big crowd, and he's fighting a good, tough guy, an experienced guy.
Halfway through round number 3. Looking around the stands here, I would say that we've got about 14,000 people already in the seats, and they're streaming in even as we speak.
Aquino has to be a converted southpaw, Tim, because every time he gets a little confused, he switches to the southpaw style. And I think that's why that right hand is wide when he wings it wide the way he does.
Under a minute to go in round 3, and I think the punching power of Aquino has taken some effect on Moore, as he has his mouth a little more open than he did in the early going, the first couple of rounds.
Davey Moore has finally earned Aquino's respect, Tim. You notice he's not just walking in the way he did in the first round.
Come on, come on.
Now a little jawing going on between the two fighters.
Turn him loose.
There's that right hand of Moore.
Terrific combination by Moore. Aquino just shrugs it off.
He says, come on, come on. But in the meanwhile, Moore is doing damage and scoring points.
Aquino had the edge in the early part of this round, but he's now let Moore back into it. That's the end of round. This is round number 4. 10-round junior middleweight bout. They each came in at 155 pounds. Agreed upon, give or take a pound over the 154 limit. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy. Happy to be with you on this closed circuit and pay-per-view telecast of the Hagler-Leonard night at Caesar's Palace.
Tim, Moore's experience against a better class of fighter is starting to show up now. He's conning Aquino, making him miss, hitting with combinations, working in and out. He's taken a lot of that much. And as we said, he has the talent. If he'd only work at his trade. Look at these combinations.
Moore rallying tremendously here in the 4th round.
Watch your heads now. Come on now. Come on now.
Definitely has slowed down Aquino, as the keen eye of our commentator Gil Clancy picked up a minute ago.
Now he's boxing southpaw again, Tim. Use your imagination and think you see marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Aquino's the southpaw, the plotter, the guy that moves in, and Davey Moore's the kind of guy that throws combinations the way he just did then.
That was Leonard-like, you're right. At least the old Leonard. We'll see whether the new Leonard still can do that. Under 30 seconds we go in round 4.
Looks to me as if Aquino has made up his mind to work every other round.
Yeah, so far. That's the way my scorecard reads as well.
Should be an 11-round fight then.
All right. He's all giving him encouragement.
Right out with a good left hook. It's amazing how this comeback of Moore.
Well, it was amazing he didn't fall down in round 1, Gil, because he was certainly in position to be knocked down. He just refused to go.
Got hurt again, Tim. He just got hurt again with a good body shot. There goes those combinations again.
This is Aquino's turn to pick up the pace.
Watch your head.
You're right, we may need an 11-round fight to determine the winner if they keep trading them. Uppercut lead by Aquino, and he landed it.
That was Moore's fault, Tim. He stayed right there and waited to get hit.
And he got wobbled again. Again, Aquino, when he can stand there, he gets great leverage. As you point out, Moore's allowing him to do that.
Watch your elbows, Dave. Watch your head. Watch your head. Punch out your head.
Aquino had him hurt, Tim. He hasn't thrown a punch in the last 15 seconds. That's why cornermen all look old after a while.
You mean that gray hair of yours came prematurely from that kind of activity?
I don't want to mention where that gray hair came from.
Well, I'll never tell. Meanwhile, Aquino with a good flurry inside and a straight left landed. And a good combination to the chin of Davey Moore.
Hold it up. Get out. Get out.
Again, tribute to Moore's conditioning from his recent fight. As again, he's
Tim,
taking shots.
his right eye is virtually closed now, though, Tim. Davey Moore's right eye. They're going to have to do some job in the corner.
Moore walking in as Aquino takes a rest.
They take turns. But Davey Moore now has that facial damage, Tim. The serious injury.
A lot of swelling around the left eye, the right eye, pardon me, of Davey Moore.
Time. Get in the neutral corner.
And now Davey Pearl is going to have the doctor. It'll be Flip Pomansky coming up to examine Davey Moore's eye.
Hey.
There's not a lot of
Tim,
vision there.
I'd like to see them give the cornermen a chance to get rid of that swelling.
Rather than stop it here, but they're going to. Well, Gil, you make a good point. They may have allowed the cornerman to do something with that at the end of the round, but in the doctor's judgment, Flip Pomansky, he obviously feared further danger, and the fact that Davey was fighting with only one eye for the remainder of this round. So the fight has been stopped, and Lupe Aquino,
There's no need for you to go out there.
with a 5th round TKO, the number 7 ranked WBC junior middleweight, with an important victory for him. He was scheduled to fight for the title tonight against Wayne Thomas, but he has to settle for what was an impressive win against Davey Moore.
Lupe Aquino secured a title shot against Dwayne Thomas 4 months after this bout and won the championship with a 12-round decision. However, his reign as a title holder proved to be short-lived, as he surrendered the championship less than 3 months later to Gianfranco Rossi. Meanwhile, the boxing community had already considered Davey Moore washed up before this fight, and the outcome only served to confirm the prevailing opinions. Following this match, Moore had 3 more fights before meeting a tragic end in a freak accident where he was pinned underneath his car. He was an exciting fighter at his peak, and at some point I'll make a more extensive video on his career.